Yo, what's up guys, it's Tyrant and Pax here, Frame Advantage, once again with yet another episode of Speedrun Specials.
Yes, indeed.
This time part 2 of our How to Utilize Training Mode Effectively series.
Excellent. So this is, the last one was like beginner version.
Yep.
We gave you like the rundowns and all the stuff. This one's going to be a little bit intermediate. So when you're used to hit confirming and a little bit better, we're going to show you some intermediate things to do. Point number 1, learn your frame traps. Now we don't have the frame data guide just yet up. We're going to have that up very soon. The purpose of a frame trap is you leave a gap, a specific amount of frames, so that if they are pressing a button or moving, they can get hit. You want to turn on the data. It basically shows you the frames.
Yeah.
And obviously, once you understand, it's even better it's even easier and even better for you. So, for example, Karen, crouch medium punch is +2 on block. It shows you. It says plus. So +2, and her standard medium punch is 5 frames. So +2, 5 frames, 3 frame gap, and there's a priority system in this game. So mediums will be lights. Only thing that's 3 frames is a light. Only thing that can be 3 frames is a light. And this is very important when you're learning frame traps. If I set the opponent, and this is what you have to use, record guard recovery actions. So what you do is you open it up, interval settings always put to 1. Just makes it that much quicker to happen. And if you really struggle to do the inputs, you can put guard slowdown on. I'll do it with guard slowdown just so you guys can see what it's like. And you just choose any slot that says, any slot basically. But if it says empty, that means there's no recording on it. And you want it to say reversal, and that means it will come out as soon as they blocked a normal.
Immediately, you want that reversal timing on there,
So, and then you go to set guard recovery actions, and you put the same slot on.
Yeah.
So now when she guards, her light punch comes out. And to know that your frame trap works, they should get counter hit if it's a good frame trap. So that's a counter hit. That's a counter hit. And that moves on to our point number 2, which is practice your counter hit combos and counter hit confirms. First of all, you have to obviously learn your combos. One of Karen's combos is one of our counter hit combos is crouch medium is usually +6. On counter hit, it gets 2 extra frames, so it's +8. So she can now do stand heavy. So that's one of our combos. So you can do that and go into a combo and get a confirm off that.
This is just an additional way of getting extra damage. Which, at the end of the day, you're killing your opponent faster. So it's very important.
And then what you can do is put it on random. What you want to do is look for the little symbol in the corner. So that symbol is the counting symbol there. So because it's on random, oh, there you go. And I go to the hard. And you can also up the difficulty by putting the block on random as well. So then you can go into a frame trap or a counter hit or whatever. There you go. That was a normal hit, so I go into a normal combo. I'm going to keep trying until I get a counter hit. Oh, there we go.
There you go. And once you've been doing it for long enough, this is just going to become muscle memory.
And you'll be able to do in a match. And when you're looking for it as well, anticipating, we've said it before, when you're anticipating something, it's easier to react. So if you're looking specifically, you're doing a crouch medium specifically to counter hit, it'll be a lot easier to react. Point number 3 is to practice your MEATY setups. Now to practice MEATY setups, you need two settings. Recovery, and you can put on normal or back recovery, whichever one. Or you can use the last one, which is randomly perform a recovery, which is they'll randomly do a back or a normal recovery. And you need record wake up actions. So this is what they do when you knock them down. So I think I've got Colleen set already. You can see it says recording slot is not empty. And I think I've got a set already to do a jab. There we go. So that's a free frame. So then what you do is you do a knockdown and you practice meeting that knockdown. So I think I've got it on randomly perform a recovery. So let me get it on normal for now. And I know this is parry knockdown. There you go. So that means I missed it, right? And this is how you practice. You do this until you can get it, until you get the MEATY. There we go.
There we go. Nice.
And you just keep, and it'll obviously be a counter hit because they press the button. And you just do this until you can basically comfortably frame kill. Frame kill is when you do certain, maybe a move or a special after you've landed a combo. To get the perfect frames for that MEATY. So the way I hit that crouch medium punch, perfect timing. I did a hard duck. And then I did a forward dash and a crouch. That's perfect. You have to do it frame perfect.
It's just a sequence of actions that will perfectly lead up to your MEATY.
So then you can practice again. Oh, this is on back roll now, and it still worked. So you just practice like that. Point number 4: understanding your normals. Now, what I mean by this is understanding what each normal does. So I don't start a combo like that with parry. If I'm close and I want to start a combo, I don't use stand medium kick. That's not the normal I use. You saw I just use crouch medium. I can do stand light kick for frame trap. This is to start a frame trap. If I'm trying to, if I believe the opponent's gonna block, this might be a good start because I can get 3 buttons in. So I get that, then that, then that. If I believe the opponent might try and get away, this might be a good start because I can straight confirm into that.
Easy confirm, keeps you grounded.
So if you block for a second, that doesn't combo. So if you hit by that, that doesn't combo normally. But this combos normally. So you know what normal to use to start. I want a frame trap. I'm gonna use stand light kick. I think they're gonna try and get away. I use crouch medium. And obviously it gets a bit more complex than that.
Most of the time when you're looking for your character's normals and what they're capable of, it's pretty obvious what they're going to be used for.
Somewhat. For example, if you're doing stand heavy kick with Colleen, the back heavy kick, sorry. This is the counter poke because I can do it after your poke. And I can counter your poke. I can see it and then press it. It's got a lot of range and things like that. Normals are never just one thing. They can be multiple things. So you can mix and match, but there's a base. So you can kind of say, okay, this is my poke that I should use.
This button's used as a poke, this button's used as a punish.
And then there's crush counter buttons and things like that. You know what I mean? And then the last option, number 5, is spacing. And now this is kind of difficult to just explain simply.
Not that easy. But
it's kind of like you want to learn what your furthest reaching normal is first.
It's kind of what we were just talking about, really. With
it's kind of
understanding your normals.
It's similar. It ties in, but what your furthest reaching normal is, and then you can base your spacing off of that. So I think Karen's furthest reaching normal is a sweep.
Okay.
So block, for example. Okay, so I can already see that the sweep you'll block the sweep before you'll block that. So the Karen's sweep is her furthest reaching normal. And then there's a stand heavy kick that goes pretty far, moves her forward. But you base it on the furthest reaching normal and then you go from there. And then there's things like doing specific block strings that put you in outside of your opponent's spacing. So Colleen's furthest reaching normal is a hard kick, but it's very slow as well. So generally if I do this block string, for example, that, then that. They might do crouch medium kick because it's pretty close, but it moves her forward, but it misses. And because I know that, I can use that spacing against her. So now I can counter poke. So that basically they can't reach me unless they do a specific button.
So it's understanding where your character is effective. And understanding which buttons you should be using in the neutral, which goes back to our previous point of understanding your character's normals, looking through and seeing what the best options are at which ranges, and just looking at better players than you with the character, just seeing what the pros are doing.
It's all linked, so
put it all together.
You can go straight from the frame traps. So a frame trap again is this is the frame trap. See where it puts you. This is where it leaves me, and then you can go from here. Okay, my spacing, I can stand medium kick, so that means I can do all of this whole sequence and then stand medium kick, and I can still reach them. One player I did play who's obviously a god of fighting games, Daigo. I played him last year in Germany, and I played basically all the gals around the world, and his gal had the most immaculate spacing, and by that I mean every time he did a normal in neutral, I blocked it, which means he knew where he needed to be to make me block that normal. So I couldn't whiff punish basically. So I couldn't make him whiff a normal so that I could whiff punish and get a thing going. That is it for the Speedrun Specials on maximizing training mode, the intermediate version. There are 2 more parts, so stay tuned.
Thanks guys, we're out of here. Tying up packs, we're done. See you next time.
Thank you.